Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The NSAS saga, crisis, and everything that took place, especially the event of the 20th of October 2020, seems to have been forgotten, though we know that the federal government has set up some panel in different states to ensure that all of those ill happenings are being, investigated and all of that. But what Nigerians were eagerly waiting to see, which is justice, seems to be coming from far away from Nigeria, as two lawmakers in the United States of America they've reawakened the issue of hashtag NSAS. And we want to look at that in a jiffy and also look at what Nigerians have to say about it, because what I'm seeing here is that Nigerians were eagerly waiting for this moment where justice will be served, at least for those innocent victims of hashtag NSAS. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, if you've not subscribed to our channel, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. According to the news, two U.S. Congressmen, Joaquin and Castro, have reintroduced the hashtag NSAS resolution in the 117th Congress. In a joint statement on Tuesday, the two lawmakers stressed that human rights abuses by men of the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad must be investigated, adding that victims must get justice. They also said extrajudicial killing of peaceful protesters during the October 20th, 2020 NSAS demonstration against police brutality must be probed, and those culpable must be held accountable. Congressman Green said in his words, I'm going to quote exactly what he said. He said, on the heels of a widespread movement in the United States demanding police reform after the brutal killing of George Floyd, I, along with much of the rest of the world, was heartbroken when the video surfaced on October 3rd, 2020, appearing to show the horrific killing and robbery of a Nigerian man by Special Anti-Robbery Squad officer. NSAS joined hashtag BlackLivesMatter as a global rallying cry calling for justice. He added, as we continue to work towards this goal in the United States, awaiting the Senate passage of the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2021, it is imperative that we maintain solidarity with the peaceful protesters in Nigeria demanding justice, accountability, and meaningful security reform from their government. This is in part why I and Congressman Joaquin Castro have reintroduced our resolution in support of the hashtag NSAS movement in Nigeria. We understand the importance of sending a strong message to the ongoing events in Nigeria are of international concerns because Black Lives Matter wherever they may be in the world. Also, co-sponsor of the resolution, Congress Castro, said last year Nigerians came together to protest police violence and, like here in the United States, are still demanding justice. I am proud to co-lead this resolution as a statement of support for the people of Nigeria who are standing up against these injustices. As I said before, human rights abuses, including extrajudicial execution of peaceful protesters, must be independently investigated and held accountable. The resolution is also co-sponsored by Representative Ihan Omar Alci Hastings, Ayanna Presley, Karen Bass, Sheila Jackson Lee, Steve Cohen, Eleanor Holmes Norton, Jim Cooper, Diana Titus, Danny Davies, and Jim MC Govan. It has been endorsed by the International Human Rights Organization, including Amnesty International, U.S. Human Rights Watch, Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights, and PEN America. Man, this is what Nigerians have been waiting for, justice, at least for once, for those innocent victims of the NSAS. Let's look at what Nigerians have to say about this, because for many, this is a good one for Nigerians. This one said, let our government know that they cannot kill Nigerian youth and act with impunity. The war will stand with Nigerian youth. Another person here said, what is the business of these Americans with NSAS? Can Nigerian Senate also convene on matter affecting Americans? They better be careful also they don't see the anger of President Buhari. As far as I'm concerned, the NSAS nonsense was a blackmail on the Nigerian government. No one was killed as been alleged. I don't know if this is sarcasm or this person is actually serious with what he's telling or what he's saying right away. But however, let's jump to some other people who have something to say. This one says here, jokers everywhere. If they try it again, the army will kill them terrorists and they can breed dogs. I don't know what that one also is saying, but I don't think those guys are actually serious. This one says US has one of the highest human rights violations in the world dating back to the 1st century. The United States has the most serious polarization between the rich and the poor among developed countries. The Gini index grew to 0.48 in 2018, the highest level in 50 years. The wealthiest 10% of U.S. household control nearly 75% of household net worth. The bottom 50% saw essentially zero net gain in wealth from 1989 to 2018. The United States is currently the most developed country where millions of people are hungry. There were 39.7 million people living in poverty in the United States, according to U.S. Census Bureau figure released in 2018. On a single night in the previous year, more than 500,000 Americans lacked permanent shelter. There were 65 million adults who choose not to seek treatment for medical issues because of the cost. And the person also went further to talk about the case of racial discrimination and warning the United States to face their own issue. But however, what we are seeing currently is a good one because Nigerians have been eagerly waiting for this. For some of those people who are talking and trying to say that what's the business of the United States in the case of the NSAS saga, my brother, the reason why you're talking like that is because your sister was not involved. Your brother was not involved. Your best friend was not involved. Possibly your girlfriend was not involved. If they were one of the victims that today you are sitting back to mourn them, you wouldn't have uttered that thing you just said. Yes, that is the truth. Because if you look at what happened that period, all Nigerians were mourning because we've never seen that in Nigeria for a long while. Whether we like it or not, Black Lives Matters. And if the United States of America want to see how they can quicken our democracy to get matured for once, why don't we give in to it? I just, even personally, I wish that they can also see how they can help the present-day government in the issue of insecurity. Because if Nigerians are to be considered, there are a lot of things that we've got to talk about in this country. If you look at NSAS, NSAS for me is one of the, in the list of priority, we can put it at number 2nd. But insecurity right now is biting too hard for this country. And I feel that what the United States of America, their lawmakers are trying to do is to ensure that the government or whoever that is the head of any government in Nigeria, for them to realize that there's a flashlight on whatever that is going on. The issue of NSAS was not something that they say it was just within the boundaries of Nigeria. Internationally, we saw it. Even some of them were happening in America. Some Nigerians gathered in America, some in UK, in different countries of the world. So the issue of NSAS cannot just be forgotten in a hurry. That must be done so that the impunity that we have seen in this country at least can be, if not totally eradicated, can be put under maximum check, reduced to the barest minimum, because we're tired watching some of these things happen in our country and nobody is there to bail us out. However, I like to leave you've heard the news, just go to our comment section. Do you think that US shouldn't intervene in this case, or do you think that it is ideal for them to handle it, if not for anybody, those innocent people who were actually victims of the NSAS protest, especially the one that happened at Lekki toll gate? Let's interact in our comment section.